This is 5 Minutes of Political Common Sense for America. I'm Brian Boeheim, the political engineer. And I am so sick and tired of hearing about how China owns our national debt. The continuous whining is tiring and just plain wrong. I pointed out in previous videos and in articles on my newsletter that the Chinese investment in our national debt is less than 7%. On the other hand, no one is jumping up and down about the fact that the Chinese government-owned and run oil company, CNOOC, spelled CNOOC, has recently purchased 33.3% of Chesapeake Energy Corporation's Eagle Ford Shale project in South Texas. Far be it from me to get in the way of free trade and open markets, but this is a little different. CNOOC is not just another oil or gas company. It is a government-owned and run operation. Let me describe it in different terms. Would you be okay if Germany bought 33% ownership of Lake Mead and the Hoover Dam? Wouldn't you just be a little uncomfortable that a foreign country owned a significant amount of the power and water rights for Las Vegas and Los Angeles? Well, that's what we're talking about here. They're buying the shale rights and property rights in South Texas. This is being sold to us as a way for CNOOC to acquire technology for converting shale to oil. But why did they include land rights? More than anything, I take exception to the fact that we have no cogent strategic energy plan of our own. These haphazard agreements to sell parts of Texas to China and to back billion-dollar loans to Brazil are inconsistent and I believe contrary to the long-term success of reducing our dependence on oil. We need to change our mentality and our methodology. Instead of attempting to drive the price of oil above $90 a barrel, which, by the way, makes converting shale and sand oil profitable, we should be looking at replacing oil. Where is our plan to convert large rig trucking over to natural gas? This would reduce our need for Middle Eastern oil by 30 to 50% within 7 years. Where is our high-capacity 765 kilovolt national power grid, which reduce our energy waste by at least 10% while providing the infrastructure for wind and solar power to truly be utilized? Finally, when will we smarten up and start building medium and small nuclear plants to provide a long-term power source while creating 500,000 long-term jobs? It's time to focus on the real problems instead of the propaganda. If we want to regain the #1 status as the business center of the world, and we want to recapture the lost manufacturing and bring it back into this country, then we need to focus on a clear energy plan that allows and provides quality power at a reasonable rate so businesses can be successful, so the cost of living of every individual doesn't continue to skyrocket based on energy needs. But we only can do that with a plan and a strategy, and we gotta stop the propaganda. You've been listening to 5 Minutes of Political Common Sense for America. I'm Brian Boeheim, the political engineer. If you like what you've heard here, go pick up a copy of my book, Political Common Sense for America. You can find it at Amazon.com. And also, check out our website, www.politicalcommonsenseforamerica.com or pcsfa.com. Until next time, be safe out there.